perfect.
Is that the angle you like?
Yeah.
You sure?
Hope be love. Yeah.
All right, so you got the show Positive Living with Lolo. What's the latest?
I will start recording in the next 2 weeks here at World Dominant Prices. Yes. And then they'll be releasing every Monday.
All right, so what type of people normally come on your show?
The people that normally come on my show are people who are doing something, whether it be influencing people through music or painting or videography or whatever. Just people who are making a positive difference within their life and the lives of people around them.
So they could be artists, they could be gymnastics, they could do whatever
anything,
they want to do.
Anything, but I just want people that are trying to be the change.
Right.
And so that's what I feel like I've gotten all of those types of people on the show, and that's awesome.
For sure. Like I told people on the outside looking in, you like a networking genius. What do you feel like are the keys to establishing and maintaining positive relationships?
Being intentional about your relationships. So I feel like being intentional, going to other people's events, supporting. So that means buying t-shirts, buying paintings, buying sweatshirts. I'm really big into supporting everybody else, and so I think for me, I go to so many shows and stuff. There's a lot of people I hug all the time. I have no idea what their names are. But and you would think that I'm friends with all of these people. It's just because...
That's low.
Yeah, I just go and support and just smile and love everybody.
So shit, just be genuine, but you gotta have it in your
genuine,
heart.
but also don't be for you. You gotta remember that this life isn't about you. And I think that's something that we confuse a lot. And so... I go for everybody else, and so I think that keeps really good relationships around me.
Okay, so you know a lot of local artists. Have you ever thought about pursuing a career as an A&R or some other type of music executive position or something?
No, but I've had two people randomly tell me that. One told me that he told me I remind him of Tupac's old manager. And another one came up and asked me if I was managing YNO. But no, actually it'd be really cool though, because I like helping other people get to the next level, and I've always thought that that'd be super dope. I just don't know where to start. So if that comes about, I would love to help make somebody else's dream come true.
I say you definitely a natural when you getting around bumping shoulders with all the artists and
yeah, I love it.
Yeah. All right, so who's some of your favorite music artists in the game right now? Local, mainstream, whatever.
Local, mainstream, the baby. I got a crush on him. I'm really in love with him. When I look at him, I just feel butterflies. But I really love the baby, and I really love Miguel and stuff like that too. And as far as local, I really love YNO, Oski, Isaiah. Oh, I love him. Jay Lee, she's really dope. She from the city, right?
Yeah,
she's from Cincinnati, but she moved down to Atlanta. She's really dope.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of favorites, but I mean, it's that's putting me on the spot, and I don't know.
Thanks. All right, so you and Call Me Kaya did an album review of who?
Dale Gold.
Is that something that y'all gonna keep doing? Reviewing music artists in the city?
Well, I think I was just a guest on her show. Her and I want to do something together, but it's not going to be for music review. The music review stuff is all her, and I'm just the positive living, and we're just good friends, so we just collabed on something. But we want to do something in the future, but it's not going to be music or positive living necessarily, just because we have our own podcast doing those. So you'll catch us doing some stuff together, but it's not going to be that. That's kind of her thing.
All right. So how far you see this positive living with Lolo thing going?
Let's get me to Ellen level.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
You got to start giving shit away.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I don't know what the hell we're going to give away, because I don't got it like that. But what I could do is give every guest of mine a plant or something, and make it cute. Give them something. Positive. Give them some life. I give everybody plants for gifts, so I just, giving life is my favorite thing. So
I feel like the thing that you don't realize about yourself is that people really gravitate towards you, like just your spirit. And as far as marketing goes, that's a good look for people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just being associated with you is a good look for people.
Oh.
So I'm like, that's gonna be something that you're gonna be able to capitalize off of. You know what I'm saying? Down the stretch.
Yeah.
Just keep
going.
going.
It's crazy to be at that point in life because I just never could have imagined.
Yeah, you eventually get to where you want to be with Ella. So, you've been putting a nice amount of camera work behind the scenes too, messing with me. So, do you have any long-term camera operator ambitions, or are you just rolling with the size?
Rolling with you.
Say less. That's all I need.
Whatever you want me to do and learn, I'm all about it. I do like doing photography and stuff, and I also do love doing the video thing. It's more so the editing that I don't like because that stuff is, you just really got to do all of that. Like, I'm learning so much, and I'm just like, I don't even have the patience for it. So, as far as camera work, I love doing that, but I don't plan on, like, doing camera work and then learning editing and being at the computer for hours and...
Right.
I got you all day with your camera. You can do the editing.
Steady as hand in the city, man. So, a lot of entertainers coming up on big bags right now. What would you do if you had $1 million? Because you got this most purest heart in the world.
I know.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
You know, I think that's why God blesses me with money, but not too much because He knows I would give it all away. So, but if I had $1 million, we gotta invest it. Whether it be in what we're doing, I'd probably invest in what we're doing, obviously, and then invest in other ways to figure out how to help people and help animals. And I don't even know how we would start that or what we would do, but with $1 million, we're gonna make that into 100 million and then 100 billion, and we're gonna fucking save the world.
You always be posting like just mass positive stuff. Sometimes be like it's cool, and some days you just be needing to see it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how you feel like what motivates you to be so many other people's motivation or inspiration for the day?
Well, I learned a while ago that like life isn't about me, and when I started to switch up and do more positive things online, I started to get a lot of messages from people saying that they needed to hear it, or that it's something that helps them, or that they go to my profile and they see what I'm doing or what I've posted and it's helped them. And that's really what keeps me motivated. I have to do it for other people as well as myself. And it feels good to do that. It feels good to go down my profile and just watch me and like feel better. Like the other day I was like, wow, I really need some me. So I went back for like probably like a good year on my Instagram and just looked at quotes or pictures or videos of myself talking, and I'm like, wow, this is dope. I'm so glad I didn't
cheer yourself up.
Negative shit.
Cheer yourself up. That makes you crazy.
Yeah.
That's live though.
Yeah.
Alright, now we gonna get to the real nitty gritty stuff. So how is such a positive spirit person like you still single? You thinking too hard. Don't be lying. Don't think of no lies.
I'm not thinking of lies. It's just that it's hard to explain because I have, I feel like I have this fear of committing my whole life to somebody. But at the same time, I also feel like I'm supposed to feel this like soul connection with somebody, with the person I'm supposed to be with. So I feel like it scares me to even think about dating anybody without feeling that feeling.
A fear?
Feeling the feeling of the connection. Like when me and my ex were together, the second day that we hung out, I looked at him and I knew we were going to be together for at least some years. Like I knew he was going to be mine. I knew we were going to be together. And I haven't felt that since. And so it's scary to me to move forward and not feel that connection.
Okay. So I'm trying to diagnose you right now, and I ain't got nothing, so you alright. Alright, so do you want kids? And if so, do you feel like you rush to have them by a certain age? Because it seemed like everybody, me and you, bump shows two out here in the world. It's me, you, and Kaya against the world. No kid game. Everybody got at least one kid.
Yeah. I want kids, like, more than anything in this world. I want a family. I think that's probably the one thing that I desire more than anything else. But I refuse to settle for it only because I want to be able to be a two-parent household. So I don't want to settle for any of that bullshit. I want to be good. So I'm really glad I don't have kids, but I want kids so bad. They're gonna be. I be thinking about my kids, having kids and being a grandma. Like I be thinking about my kids when they're, 4 or 5 and we can play water balloon fights and shit. I be thinking about them all the time, praying for them. My babies are gonna be good.
yeah, that's how I be feeling. I'm like, my baby gonna have a spaceship in the crib.
Yeah, but I also be scared too. I'm like, damn, my kid's gonna be 15, wanting to go out with their friends, and I'm just scared and nervous. They gotta live.
They ain't going.
They have to live.
I don't care about none of that.
They have to live, and that's the hard thing to balance.
They 15 though. That's them doing it.
I was out going and chilling with my friends by the time I was like 8.
Yep.
Going to places by myself and stuff with them.
Hell nah.
You gotta let people live too. You gotta let kids experience, otherwise they become fucked up adults that are trying to do too much. So I have to find that balance of protection on top of allowing life to also happen.
Okay. Alright, I give you that. Damn it. So, how long have you been a vegan? And you one of the only people that I know that's true to this too.
I've been a vegan for almost 2 years. October will be 2 years. It's July right now. But I do cheat.
Oh, so I was gonna vouch for you. You over here eating hamburgers and shit.
Nah, what? No, I eat a Reese's or a Snickers.
What's that mean? What's
There's milk chocolate. It's milk chocolate, and so technically it's dairy.
You ain't right. I was about to vouch for you.
You can still vouch for me. I'm still vegan as fuck.
Nah. Damn, you was about to vouch for you. I can't believe you.
I'm vegan as fuck. Like, literally, okay, and I just lied. Okay, a Snickers, Reese's, and a fudge round. Those are the only things I cheat on. I literally don't eat anything else. Like, come on now.
Nah, man.
I even pay extra for almond milk and everything. I don't use creamer, nothing. Like, I'm vegan as fuck.
You ain't right. You ain't right. You're a cheater on the community. Alright, so what made you want to become a vegan in the first place?
I love animals. And because I also know, like, my body was starting to fill up with mucus because I would eat so much ice cream and cheese pizza and cheese sandwiches and shit like that. And I could just feel the mucus build up. And my friend Faith, she was like, you need to stop eating that bullshit. And I'm just like, okay. And so I kept getting sick because of the mucus, and I just decided enough is enough. I'm gonna go vegan. I'm gonna take away the dairy, and I've been pretty good since.
Right, so outside of just the occasional candy bar, like how hard is it to stay disciplined? As far as like you don't never crave chicken, fish, none of that?
No, I've been vegetarian now for almost 12 years though.
Oh, okay, so you want to start from nowhere.
Yeah. So I didn't go straight vegan. I was vegetarian and learned all of that shit before I decided to go vegan. And the first year was hard, but I love being a vegetarian, and then I love being vegan.
And I gotta give you some props. What's that restaurant y'all took me to? Gotta shout them out. They had the best. I ordered 2 meals.
Where was
it? Was me, you, and Kaya, man. We was in Kenwood, weren't we?
Kenwood?
Or Silverton or something. It was some vegan spot.
Oh, Loving Hut.
Man, that shit's so
Loving
good.
Hut is all vegan, and it's great. It's all made fresh right there for you. Like, you wait for a minute to get your food because everything is made for you fresh. It's amazing.
Man.
Yeah.
I gotta vouch.
It's in Kenwood on Montgomery Road.
Yeah, I gotta vouch. So, what's the plan for you and your dog sitting business? And yeah, I mean, what's the plan for you and the dog sitting business? Like, if and when this positive living with Lolo take off, if you got to start traveling now, how you gonna handle that?
I never thought about traveling for my show, so that'd be cool. But I need to hire somebody to help me walk. I just don't know how to take money from people out of things that they do, and so that's where I struggle of like hiring people and giving them, you know, $10 per walk and me taking 5 or whatever. I feel like that's just a ripoff, but
Nah, look, you comfortable right now. You gotta be cool with like, all right, I'm comfortable, and if I start shaking hands and breaking bread with people, it ain't gonna fuck up my comfort.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and
always keep that in mind.
But I always, you know, I'm walking into people's houses. People are trusting me around money that's in their house, the animals that is in their house, all their belongings. They're trusting me with codes to all of their doors or their garages or their houses, their alarm systems. Like,
that's the nature of the business.
Yeah, and so it's hard for me to be able to vouch for another person. And, you know, I can say all I want, like they're not going to steal that dollar bill, but are they? I don't really know. And that's really hard for me to, you know, and another thing is I'm dealing with live animals. So let's say this dog gets off of the leash and runs for 20 minutes. Are you going to run that entire 20 minutes and follow that dog? Or are you going to let that dog go and be like, your dog got loose, call around?
Yeah, once you start, like with the type of job that you do, you got to just do some real, what's it called, like interviews.
Yeah, it's
when
going to
you
get
got
down to
somebody
nitty gritty and we're going to have to really, but it's just hard to think about. And so I'm figuring all of that out now. I'm praying on it.
Right. Because you all in with the dogs, man.
Yeah.
How hard is it for you, like, one of them pass away? Or have you ever had that happen to you?
Yeah, I've had a couple pass away and a couple move. And it's hard, but I mean, I get past it. I'm realizing I'm getting better with, I'm like a really emotional person, so I definitely cry, but I only cry usually once and then I'm good. You know,
get it out of you.
Yeah, and I usually, you know, I take so many pictures, so I have a lot of pictures of the dogs that have passed away, and so I get to see those all the time. Plus, with the dogs that move, I keep in contact with their parents, and so I still get new pictures and things like that, which is really neat, which is really nice because I love my babies.
Right. So, what role does smoking play in your positive vibes, and could you be as positive without it?
I do smoke daily. I do think that I could be positive without it. I would hope. But I do think that I'm a little bit more emotional without smoking, especially the first couple of days. I'm like really emotional, like I will cry about everything. So the smoking definitely suppresses like the tears, but I mean, I'm pretty much just like a happy person always, because that's just like my mind frame. So I feel like, yeah, I'd still be a positive person, but I feel like smoking kind of got me to this place because it allowed me to escape a lot of negative things.
Right. You be always so cool and calm. What solutions do you give other people's on? What solutions do you got for other people on how they can relax or just lighten up a little bit more?
I think, I don't know, everybody always says I'm so like calm and cool and things like that. And I'm
You
just
got
like,
that hypnotic voice, like, yeah, just what's the thing? What they say?
like the meditate, what?
With the clock in front of your face?
Oh, hypnotizing?
Yeah.
I have a hypnotizing voice?
Yeah, you got that.
I think that I just like, I don't know. It's just my heart is like nice and I'm happy. And like, so I just like, I feel like it's just like my soul and who I am. I don't know how to really, I don't really know what else to say. I
get you. So, but nah, I thought you was one of the people that condone like meditation and stuff like that.
I do, but I'm not the best at staying, like doing meditation all the time, and you know, but I do journal. I do sit in front of my mirror and talk to myself. I have a whiteboard now where at first I had prayer requests on it, and so I was praying for everybody, and now I have on there affirmations. So like I have on there, I love my face and my body. I have on there, I am alive for a reason, and today I will fulfill my purpose, and you know, just I'm in love with my true self. And so right now I'm just like doing the affirmations, also working on doing push-ups and stuff like that with Kyle. We're doing like an accountability thing. And I think that is helping me a lot because I'm like physically getting up and just doing push-ups right away in the morning and then moving on to other things. You can do them whenever, but I've been doing mine in the morning right away because it's actually waking me up and making me feel really good. So I'm excited. I don't know.
All right, cool. So what's up with the Positive Living with Lolo t-shirts, man? How them been going? You still selling them?
Yeah, well, I only have a couple left, but that's because they're like all big, like super big, so like extra larges or 2X. But they all sold, so that was pretty dope. Yeah.
All right, and what positive things are you doing in the community?
So right now I volunteer for a ministry called Block Ministry, and I work with the Weightless Anchors program that they have, and it's for the women of Price Hill who are still addicted to drugs or still prostituting or they're getting clean or whatever. We just really meet people where they're at and love them well with where they're at, regardless of whether they're still on drugs or high at the moment or whatever. I volunteer there twice a week, and then I do anything else I can. Like if there's any volunteer opportunities or anything like that, I'm always doing random acts of kindness, but working with them right now is really my main focus of what I do.
Okay, and what do you wish to accomplish with just everything, the dog sitting, expanding that, with revamping the Positive Living with Lolo? What things do you hope to accomplish for the rest of 2019?
With the dog business, I want to get it super legitimized, and I want to have like a logo and things like that.
Because one thing that people don't realize about you is about all this other stuff that you got going on in your personal life. You a hustler.
Yeah.
Like you like hustling just came to you. You just trying to legitimize. You a hustler.
Yeah.
With a legal hustle, you just That's just people ain't hip to you, man. They not hip to you. Like, but she is a hustling motherfucker.
Everybody
man.
says that knows me though. Everybody is like, wow, you really get money, and I'm like, but so does my mom. That's how my mom is. So my mom has always been like getting money.
You
my
big
mom,
on business, just not
my mom can hit 6 figures and you would never know. Like she is a true hustler. Like it's wild, and she can never clock into a job a day in her life doing it. And so I feel like that just kind of comes natural to me and my brother, who like talk to my mom every day and stuff. Also my dad is the same way. He gets money, and he's a workaholic, and so I just kind of always have had that. But yeah, the business, I just want to legitimize it more. Like I said, hire an employee. With the Positive Living with Lolo thing, I would just like to get more people's stories out there and talk more about what that looks like for other people. And I don't know, bro. I just want to touch people's lives. I just want to make a difference. I want to be the change.